Hello,
My name is Mireya Hernandez.
and I am Aime Ramirez.
What we will be talking about in this video is on the movie Remember the Titans.
We will go over the educational history, policy, and public school law, and the educational issues impacting the teaching and learning.
In the early 1970s, two schools in Alexandria, Virginia integrate, forming T.C. Williams High School. The Caucasian head coach of the Titans is replaced by an African American coach from North Carolina. Tensions arise when players of different races are forced together on the same football team. Many of these tensions are eased during the 2-week training camp in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
When the players returned to Alexandria, the players found the city in turmoil due to the forced segregation of the high school. As the season progressed, the team's success caused the community to accept the changes. After the Titans' perfect season, the team and the city were closer than ever.
As it is displayed in the movie, segregation was a major thing in the 18th and 19th century. This is explained in the book Introduction to Teaching that after Homer Plessy was arrested for refusing to write in the colored section of the train in Louisiana, he protested that his 14th Amendment rights had been abridged. The United States Supreme Court disagreed, ruling in its 1896 Plessy v. Ferguson decision that separate but equal facilities were legal. This decision supported the segregation of schools for the next 6 decades.
Before the African American students from the movie Remember the Titan were integrated in the school, they were suffering from Jim Crow laws. From the 1980s into the 1960s, the majority of American states enforced segregation through Jim Crow laws. From Delaware to California and from North Dakota to Texas, many states imposed legal punishment on people for consorting with members of another race. The most common type of law forbade intermarriage and ordered business owners and public institutions to keep their blacks and white clients separate.
Southern schools were racially segregated. Blacks and whites had to attend different schools. The separate school systems were not equal. Schools for white children received more public money. There were fewer African American students enrolled in school, and black teachers did not receive as much training as white teachers. On top of that, the salary of black teachers was so low that it was hard to find fully qualified ones.
In 1954, the U.S. Supreme Court in Brown v. Board of Education reversed its ruling of 50-plus years before. We concluded that the field of public education, the doctrine of separate but equal has no place. Separate but equal facilities, inherently equal. In other words, the segregation is now unconstitutional. Brown only dealt with public schools, however, its consequences have evolved to affect all American society.
On April 20, 1971, the United States Supreme Court upheld the use of busing to achieve racial desegregation in schools. However, many neighborhood schools remained segregated due to the demographics of a city or town. Children who lived in predominantly black neighborhoods still did not go to the same schools as white children, and vice versa.
In the movie Remember the Titans, there is a scene when the team is going to the camp. There is one bus of white and the other bus is for blacks. Then the coach Herman makes the team sit together as a strategy to make them a better team.
right, listen up, listen up. I want everybody off the bus. Let's go. Follow me, everybody. Let's go right now. All right, everybody off the bus. Listen up. I don't care if you're black, green, blue, white, or orange. I want all of my defensive players on this side, all players going out for offense over here. Right now. Let's move. Let's move, let's move, let's move. You and you, offensive bus, sit together. You and you, defensive bus, sit together. Get comfortable, too. Because the person that I have you sitting next to is the same one that you'll be rooming with for the duration of this camp.
Cause baby, there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough.
Blue, shut up. I don't want to see your smiling and shuffling, hear all your minstrel singing on this bus. You too.
Got that right.
You can shut up too.
Even though nowadays there are still some segregation in schools because people of the same race live in the same neighborhood, the integration of different races in school is good for education. For example, TAMIU is an international university.
Therefore, there are professors and students of different races. Having people of different races in the classroom helps the students and the teachers learn about different cultures and how to get along with others, as it was shown in the movie Remember the Titans.